Good morning, guys. Day after Halloween, November 1st. Well, before I actually talk about what happened yesterday, I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to a friend of mine who found this and shared it on Facebook. So her name is Zoe, and you've seen her before. She has videos on here. She's going to be back again talking about her experiences in the secret space program. Zoe is the real deal. So I'm going to give a link below in the comments section, not in the comment section, in the description section. You can add in the comment section, but Galactic Voyager is her YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that channel. So Zoe is being seriously taken down by the deep state again because she's part of the secret space program. Yeah. So she, like I said, one way that you can tell that people are the real deal is because they're being attacked. And if they're being attacked, gives you kind of an idea, right? Who's attacking them. So yeah, something to think about. But anyway, in the description, please subscribe, Galactic Voyager. You won't regret it for sure. So anyway, because I don't watch, any media really. Like I live under a rock. There was a interesting event, I guess, here where one of these celebrities found an interesting costume. And I'm just going to play this for a minute. You can see what she was wearing. And we can get through it because it's really, it's different. It's kind of shocking. There it is. And you've probably seen this if you're into this kind of thing. So cool. Why was this woman wearing basically they say as a white dragon or white crocodile, whatever they call it. It's a white dragon, really. Why is it so like, holy crap, right? Well, that is because, as I was told this morning after seeing the picture, it's like, that's disclosure, folks. There you go. They said they are going to be rolling out slowly. Oh, my phone just went off. Sorry about that. That's real life, right? So they were going to be rolling. So they are going to be probably the Earth Alliance. They didn't say who they were, but it felt very galactic to me, and it felt like a man. So I don't talk to humans. I talk to the people that I work for who are extraterrestrials. So yeah, they're going to be rolling out, he said. Well, they didn't say it like that. I mean, it's telepath, but just before I go on, not that anyway. Telepathy. How do you know if you can do it? Well, if you have a brain, you can do it. It's that simple. And this is part of what I'm trying to kind of interweave in here is that you all know this. You just let your programmed mind, we've all been programmed. I got the same amnesia you guys have. We all got the same stuff. We've all been beaten down by, an extraterrestrial um, sabotage system, right? And we've all part of this. So use your mind, not the programmed one, and you will see the truth. The veils, and that's why I had the curtains in the beginning. All these curtains will be lifted before you, right? Okay. So if you have a brain, you can telepath. And that has to do with, you know, uh, a unique being type of telepath because consciousness exists in those things which are not what we call alive. So your crystals have consciousness, objects can have consciousness, that kind of thing. So anyway, going back to the subject at hand, going back to where we were, where was that? Who knows? So this lady there, this celebrity person wearing the costume that you see before you. So one of the officers on a ship, probably Federation, upstairs said, yeah, that's us. So remember, a lot of these celebrities, and be careful of polarization. This is what I'm talking about here. Polarization on this planet. I hate this person. I like this person. Please, folks, stop thinking like that. That's the matrix. Isn't that what you want to get rid of? So stop condemning people. Start accepting people. Stop running around judging people. Now, observing is different than judging. You observe for sure. But stop all this. I don't agree. You agree. Everybody needs to like broccoli. This person likes cauliflower. Stop trying to fit people into molds and stop hating people and stop liking people and all this kind of stuff. You just come and just chill, right? Just chill. So this celebrity there, he told me this man on the Federation fellow on officer on the ship. He said, "Yeah, okay, we are going to be handing out slowly the disclosure agenda, right? It is an agenda. This is psyops. This is there's always, there's always psyops. So the propaganda that's been fed to many people through the media systems and the education systems has been controlled by the cabal. So now we're beginning to gain control of the media, and you're going to be seeing that little by little. I know a lot of people, me included, who have no patience. I have no patience. We're like, why don't we just take it all down? And I think they're doing it this way because they don't want your average person to total freak out, right? So what you're going to be seeing on social media is a bunch of people going, oh my God, these celebrities are so gross, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to hear all that stuff. And the thing is, you guys got to stop being so polarized. And you got to stop judging people. So I've been given the information that a lot of these celebrities are victims, and that they've been violently, and you can see this, even a lot of the media is telling you this right now. I don't listen to the media. I only listen to the people that I work for on the ships, on the Federation ships. So and these celebrities have been enslaved by the system and made to do things that are really criminal. So a lot of them are now being liberated. And I think that's what you're seeing here. Like I said, whenever you get information, whenever I get information, right, I have to go along with what the Federation officers tell me. It's my job. If I don't, they make me in one way or the other. So it's like, okay. They psyop me pretty good. So yeah, I'm just giving you what I was given this morning. You're gonna take everything and use it through your own intuition, and that's so important. But what I was given for information, that these celebrities are being liberated. They are victims. And this outfit that you see is all encoded. So a lot of this stuff is going to be in symbolic, which I love symbols. That's why. So you're going to see a lot of symbolism. But it's all going to be, like I said, in plain sight. All of this stuff is in plain sight, folks. So the white dragon imagery, and I love these AIs. Look at the way they did. I kept it like that. I'm like, that's so cool. Like the leg is, it almost reminds me of the Ouroboros, which is the the symbol of these snakes. Anyway, that's why I left it in there because it's pretty cool. The way he's like, his tail becomes his leg, and he's like, I left it. So because I mean, I want you to kind of like, because when you first look at it, you don't see it, then you're like, oh my God, that's so weird. Because that's what you need to do, is really look. Use your mind, right? Use your real mind, not the programmed one. And so anyway, to break it down, the white dragon that she is dressed as, the white hats, there's your symbol, right? When you see stuff like that, the symbol of the white hats. Okay. The dragon, I'm preaching to the choir, right? Those are the bad ETs, the reptilians, the Sikaar, you know who they are, right? I'm not gonna. So that's what they did. And it's gross, not saying anything about a person's body, but I mean, it is kind of like, it's weird, right? People's bodies are beautiful, all beautiful. So, but they did it to kind of be like, to really make it in your face, because what they're trying to say is that the kind of rawness and crudeness and like shocking aspect of that is on purpose, because that is how the governments and the cabal and, all the bad guys, they're gross. They're absolutely disgusting. And what was going on in Hollywood and the music industry and pretty much many industries is just disgusting, right? I mean, every single industrial situation, really, they're poisoning us. They're lying to us. They're murdering people. They're creating proxy wars. I mean, it's literally just absolutely disgusting. The hybridization programs, the perversion of beauty, the perversion of sexuality, the perversion of love, the perversion of raising, the perversion of, I mean, we all know, right? And go on there. Disgusting. So yes, that is what I was told about this costume. So that's great news. That we are being liberated, and folks are going to start, well, we can see it now. It's like, when is it going to happen? I hear that, I haven't seen his ship. Well, when was the last time you looked up? You got to look up and you'll see them. Now, I don't know what you're going to see. You might see the Holy Grail. You might just see a ship, maybe several, 60,000 feet or 50,000 feet up in the air or higher. And, you'll just see some light. And you got to discern what's the difference between a satellite and a plane and a ship, It's common sense, really. A satellite is just going to move by, a plane is flashing, right? And Now, a ship is going to do things that a satellite won't do. It'll flash, it'll change color, it'll do different things like that, or it'll move in different directions. It'll disappear. You won't see a satellite going by and all of a sudden, beep, there to go. Where'd it go? Yeah, that's a ship. So keep your eyes to the skies, folks. You see some real nice stuff during the day. And again, I already mentioned, no aliens talk to me. Well, they will if you just calm down, relax, and learn to receive. Receive in love. This is not a parlor game, folks. This is real life. This is real. It's not a trick. They're not going to show themselves to you so you can run around and brag that you saw one or that you saw, they're not going to do that. You got to grow up from that, right? You're going to take off your diapers. So yeah, just request contact with love and ask, how can I be of service? That's what you do, right? Time of day when you're out in the woods, or maybe when you're relaxing at home and everything's nice and quiet and you're in a beautiful space, you could alter your brain waves. That's how you telepath. Right? So you got to calm your brain waves and you just reach out and you ask, you're like, I want to be of service here. What do you need me to do? What would you like me to do? And, that's the way you do it. So yeah, I get it. A lot of people want, like I want ships. I want to see ships coming down, right? Just crushing the Capitol building, all that stuff. They're like, I'm terrible. I was like, that's why you don't have a ship. Yeah, I want people to experience all this stuff, and it pains me. Everybody's on their own journey. I'm not even going to try to understand what the hell life is all about. I don't know. I don't know what it is either. We all, and I'm going to tell you, even ETs don't. They all have their ideas of what it is. Different cultures have different ideas of what existence is. Pick the one that you like. Make up your own, whatever. But yeah, I want to see the earth fixed. I want to see suffering stopped. I want, to a point. I mean, we're always, you're in a body, so there's always going to be something. You're always going to trip or something. It's like paper cut, whatever. That's just reality. But I think, I'm just gonna, from my own knowing. So I'm gonna say knowing, not fact. I mean, what is fact? What is reality? I mean, we're in a multiverse. What is reality? Anyway, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But from what I've experienced my whole life is that they're not demons. You were already under the influence of regressive ETs. You hear these people, what do they want? Are they going to take us over? But you've already been taken over by negative extraterrestrial groups. Folks, it's already happened. It's happened and you're not separate. This is the one thing that drives me crazy. Earth is a planet floating around in space, just like other planets. You're a humanoid on your planet. Many planets have gone under deep distress. Other planets are being liberated and people are being helped. Beings are being helped. It's not all humanoids. So you are a Terran. That's why I use that word, on Terra, a planet floating in the sun system, right? You're in a galaxy, right? A galaxy far, far away. Depends on where you are, right? So yeah, so that's it. It's just you gotta kind of grow out of some of these narratives, because if you still think that an amoeba after a certain amount of time turned into an elephant, I mean, seriously, folks, use your brains. Amoebas don't turn into elephants. It's just, I mean, there's the chances of that happening are like nil. I was like, nil. It just doesn't work like that, So start to break down using the knowledge that you have of biology and of scientific process. This has got nothing to do with belief. This is just common scientific understanding of how beings, things, plants, whatever, evolve. And there is evolution. It's not, the bad, but the idea of like, a tree becoming a grasshopper or a fish turning into a giraffe is absurd, and it's like, and I know it didn't work that way, but the way that they were trying to explain it is complete nonsense. There's no way. There's no way. Life doesn't work that way. And it's almost the whole concept too, that somehow Earth is the only inhabited. You still see people who call themselves scientists, and they have to do this. They have to, because if they say, oh, there's totally life, they'll be, and they know there's life out there. And I'll be honest with you. They'll be like, probably either removed or, lose their job or whatever. And they'll be attacked by the other, gatekeeping losers that are out there. So yeah, I mean, it's just common sense, folks. Use your common sense, right? And you'll start to break down all of the bullshit and lies that People have, and you do it when they're fed when you're kids, right? That's the best way to brainwash. And it's so diabolical, taking a child and filling their head with lies. And, and so many of us have been, well, that's what I was going to talk about today was, the terrible experiences that we have as children, the systematic perversion of our minds, anyway. I'm gonna leave it at that. Shut up, right? Okay, that's enough. Anyway, that's why I want to just transmit to you what I was given this morning. And one last reminder and a shameless plug, please subscribe to Galactic Voyager. Zoe is the real deal. She's been through a lot of trauma with the secret space program. And I don't want to really, I don't want to diss the secret space program, but honestly, folks, yeah, they were interesting, let's just say. So I was not in it, obviously being an extraterrestrial, walk-in. So, but those that were, yeah, some rough stuff going on there. Anyway. Oh yes, and speaking of which, we're going to have speaking of different dark fleet space programs, MK Ultra, Montauk, all those wonderful little party places, right? We're going to have Rebecca Rose coming on, and you definitely want to watch her. She's amazing, and she's so healing. Oh my God, it's just for the healing experience. I can't wait because I know it's going to be beautiful, and she's going to give us one of her lovely galactic transmissions, which you'll probably want to play back again because man, those are magic. That's all I'm going to say. Then we also have a friend of mine, Louise Jones, Psychic LJ. We're gonna have a galactic party with her. She's rock and roll, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. That's gonna be a fun one. But we also want to thank Brandon Thomas for sharing his beautiful insights and delightful personality with us. Today I'm going to be doing a podcast with Evan. This is going to be wild and crazy. If we can remember what it is we want to talk about, we'll be all good. So anyway, all right, guys, we'll see you later.